Welcome, dear viewers, to Poetry Blows Our Blues Away. What I am going to share with you today is a 400-year-old poem, yet it resonates with us even today. It speaks about the interconnectedness of human beings on earth. Aristotle rightly calls man a social animal and a gregarious animal. Today's poem is No Man is an Island by Donne. It goes by another title too, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Ernest Hemingway, a Nobel laureate novelist, borrowed this phrase as title for one of his novels. Here goes the poem. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a cloud be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less. As well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thy friends or of thine own were. Any man's death diminishes me, because I am involved in mankind, and therefore never sent to know for whom the bell tolls, and therefore never sent to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. No single human being can live by himself alone in isolation. Island symbolizes isolation and separatism because it is cut off from the mainland. Donne compares humans to continents. Even if a clod, a tiny piece of earth, is washed away by the sea, Europe is the less. Europe is diminished. It affects Europe hugely. In the same way as if a promontory were washed away, as if a big village house of your friends, a manor, were washed away, as if your own house were washed away. Any man's death diminishes me, I am involved in mankind, says Donne. Though we appear to be different human beings, different persons, individuals, basically we are all parts of one whole. Whatever little happens to whosoever and wheresoever in any corner of the earth affects each and every one of us. This is all the more so in this age of communication, in this age of information. Globe has shrunk in size. We call it a global village. And we speak of Vasudhaika Kutumbakam, globe as a single family. Don't we resonate with the poem more intensely in this globalized scenario and imbibe the oneness of humanity? Kudos to the timeless wisdom of the poem. The last lines are simply sublime. They jolt us from our comfort zones. They jolt us from our comfort zones and they make us do some soul searching. The church tolls the bell to indicate the death of a person. Whenever you listen to the bell, don't express curiosity. Don't try to inquire who it is that has passed away. Instead, realize that the bell tolls for you because you are diminished by the death of that person. Doesn't the poem resonate with us in these days of COVID? Whenever a catastrophe strikes, whenever a disaster happens, respond as if it has happened to you. Empathize with them. All the 7.7 billion population of the earth is one mass of humanity. Doesn't the poem enrich our perspective of the universe and make us shed our selfish nature? Isn't it similar to Adi Shankaracharya's non-dual philosophy? Expanding the same theme further, we can say that we are just one species, another species, any other species in a larger ecosystem of the natural world. So when any species becomes extinct, a bird or an insect or an animal or a plant, it affects humans too. Einstein too has said a human being is a part of the whole, which we call universe. Seeing himself as something separate is an optical illusion, said Einstein. And this fresh perspective of the poem, let me call it a day. See you soon with yet another enlightening poem. Till then, happy poetry reading.